Sup, folks? Gonna be doing my final thoughts for Poor Boy Optics on the Votatu PMD505R, a multi-reticle optic. Pros for a multi-reticle optic: it does have the 3 MOA dot with a 38 MOA circle that you can go through and change which you want it to be. Another pro is a metal housing, obviously. Biggest pro that I was looking at was the fact you can change the battery without having to remove the sight. Now, kind of a con if you don't pay attention to the screw for the battery, you can lose it. It will still perform. I never lost the battery. Luckily, pro, it uses the same screw as the Hollow Sun battery holder. The only thing that sucks is, other than it is the same thread pitch, it is not the same length, so you will have to sand it down so it actually fits. Con, if you don't pay attention to your battery life, it will start to die on you while you're shooting. That's just not really a con, that's me being dumb. Also pro, she lasted about 550 rounds through 40 Smith & Wesson, sprinkling in about 200 rounds in 9mm because of the conversion barrel, and still ticking. Now the actual cons are going to be that it is a higher sight. So if you want a co-witness, you're going to have to either go with straight up suppressor height sights, which are going to obscure your view more, or if you look through night vision, they have, I think it's a 1/3 height sight that they're meant for co-witnessing with specific types of sights. They have them for a whole bunch of them. That's what I have on here, and they're still night sights. You'll just have to find the ones for the Hollow Sun K. Now, if you go with something like a PSA Dagger, which is what I had also put this on for a little bit, never fired with it, you'll be able to co-witness immediately because PSA did a deeper cut for their Dagger slides. Can't really think of any other cons. I would say that it's relatively accurate comparatively to the shooter. I'm pretty trash. So I'll be rolling in some footage after all of this of me probably going through about 100 rounds mixture of 40 Smith & Wesson and 9mm. And it wasn't just regular 40 Smith & Wesson. There was quite a bit of 180 grain range rounds, which are going to be even more brutal on the gun. It's the reason why I wanted the 40 Smith & Wesson. One, I don't hate it comparatively to a lot of people. And two, it's going to be much meaner on the optic. But all in all, for an optic that's going to run you anywhere from $1 bill to $1.5 bill, I don't get it monetized, so if YouTube's going to get mad at me, I don't know. But I would say it's a solid recommend. I wish they made a green dot multi-reticle version instead of just a standard dot, because I actually like the green better than the red for optics. So yeah, I would say if you're looking for an RMSC optic, it's worth the money. Is it great? No. If you're wanting to not change your sights and everything, yeah, I'd say probably to spend the money on like the Sig Romeo X Compact. But otherwise, if you don't mind getting the sights, it's like, I want to say for the price of the sights and the optic, I still spent less than I did on like a 507K. So it's all up to the individual, but I would say it's a good, solid optic, and this will be added to my carry rotation. So now on to the footage. At least this time I didn't mute myself. We'll see if it was just the battery or if, well, a 40 Smith & Wesson did actually fuck up the sight. Give myself a little more brightness. So far, it's the battery. Nice. I'm happy. Okay. So we're going to be going through a metric fuck ton of rounds. And I don't necessarily care as much about accuracy because this is more of just the endurance to make sure, since I put a new battery in, that the sight's working still. So the 12 rounders next. Doesn't end. And last mag. Okay, so we're doing the final to definitely put me over 500 rounds of 40 Smith & Wesson. Oh, God, I am still sore. Well, I missed 2 out of 8. That's not bad. I'm getting better. It's got the accuracy. I just suck. Definitely better that time.